All right. Welcome back, everybody, to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. Hanging out, playing Experimental Alpha 12 of Empyrion Galactic Survival. Yes, bow. Yes. So, we're here playing Supernautica, which I guess that's the name of my series now because the name of my vessel is the ARVN Supernautica. And specifically, that's the name of the type of vehicle it is. The vehicle itself, I mean, technically is still named ARVN Supermariner. Not Supernautica, Supermariner. But I named the saved game Supernautica because Subnautica is underwater and Supernautica is in space. So here we are in space. In any case, we are in the Supermariner, ARVN Supermariner. Yes, words are words. Anyway, so last episode we went out and we started mining some of this asteroid here in our mining pod here. And I got, over here, 368 iron. Not too bad, but not terribly good either. But we could always come back and get some more if we need it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to head on out. And we're going to check some of these other resources because there is silicon, copper, cobalt, and promethium in space. And if we can find a promethium asteroid, that would help prevent us from having to deal with promethium on the ground. And this ship is made mostly for being in space. And so we're going to be heading over, looking at these resources, trying to find the promethium resource. And yeah, if we do, I'll be back. And if like, I'm just going to hit this asteroid and that asteroid and then back to the planet. Actually, I may just hit this asteroid then back into the planet. Because we're going to head back to the wreck of the, what do you call it? The UCH, whatever that vessel was that we started salvaging. And we're going to salvage some more on the planet side and get some more stuff for our constructor before we head to the moon, I believe would be our next step. But in any case, yeah, we're going to come over here, check out these asteroids, and then head down to the planet and start salvaging the UCH vessel. Alright, so it looks like this is a silicon asteroid, so I'm going to go out and gather up a little bit of the silicon that is here. I'm going to come probably right up above it here and just, yeah, right about there is good. And then we're going to take the mining pod out. Let's just get it over here. Okay, and then we can pull the ramp down. Down the ramp. Okay. Now, turrets and weapons out. Now, for those of you who have been wondering, yes, hover vessels do work in space now. They don't work the same way small vessels do. They are, well, if you try to rotate, you can rotate, but then when you let go, it reorients itself to the plane of orientation. But they do work quite well as harvesters for space asteroids. As you can see, we are getting through this asteroid a lot quicker than we would have with just our basic drill. Now, just like the ground-based asteroids, yeah. Anyway, cut that part out. Now, you may also notice that the asteroid deposits have been reduced in their amount of stuff. Like, all that was just 110. Used to, like, back in previous alphas and such, is this more silicon up here? I think No, this is just rock. Oh, that's where my lights go. In previous alphas, you would be able to gain a whole lot of resources, like thousands upon thousands of resources from one asteroid. And now, that is not the case. Now you have to, you can probably get maybe 1,000 resources from this. Where's the other silicon part? Down here. Especially one of the small asteroids like this, you can get less than 1,000 from, and it's, you know, and eat up the whole asteroid. But the reasoning behind that, I think, is because asteroids do respawn in multiplayer. In single player, not so much, but that's okay because we're not going to be staying in the same system for very long anyway. Once we get enough resources, we're going to head out and start going from star system to star system. Probably we're going to start by exploring this star system just a little bit. We've got you know, several planets in the star system. Once I'm back on the Super Mariner, I will show exactly what we have going with that. This is a good amount of silicon on this, though. This little deposit, we've gotten a couple hundred out of this little deposit right here. I think this deposit is the one that connects to, yeah, to the other deposit areas. Okay. And in space, it is a lot easier to mine in a hover vessel than it is on the ground because no gravity. But we are going to grab as much of this as we can, and once our thing gets full, we can just utilize our Wi-Fi to transport the silicon that we have on our vessel back to the ship. So that we have on our hover vessel to the, you know, capital vessel. So we should be able to get a large amount of silicon. I'm going to try to gather this entire little deposit that I started working on here, and by little I mean big, and just see just how much of it we can get. If we need more later, we can always come back, but for now, this asteroid is a silicon mine. Gold mine, silicon mine. Anyway. Alright, so I think that is almost all of this deposit. There's this little teeny tiny bit right over here. Then again, like right here, that might have some silicon, might not. We'll find out. But yeah, just a little bit. That may be the entire asteroid of silicon gone. I think there was at least one other deposit, however, that we can come back and grab. Provided that the silicon deposit itself doesn't, like the silicon doesn't regenerate, we might not, you know, not be able to. But we'll take a real quick look around it once we get back onto the Super Mariner. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and dock. Turrets and all that off. All right, and up we go. And we can just pop in just like so. Okay, and there we are. All right, get out. There we go. And ramp closed. Now we can back this into our little thing here. Perfect. And down. All right. Let's move the rest of that over. So there we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of silicon left. You see there's a little deposit up there, and I think there's one on the other side as well. But we've got a decent amount of silicon as it is. I don't know why this is that's left over from the thing. Anyway, so we're going to continue back to the planet now. Yeah, we're just going to come back to the planet and start salvaging what we can from that, whatchamacallit, the UCH Heidelberg. And then we might actually go back to this hidden station once we have more weapons and ammo and such, and try to finish off the pirates there. If you guys didn't know, they did add new factions. In addition to the Xerax, the Xerax, Talon, and Polaris, which were the original three, there are now Pirates, Creole, and Traders. You start neutral with all of them, but I had to do a mission and got unfriendly with the Pirates in the last episode. So fighting pirates does help your Xerax rating, and fighting Xerax helps your pirates rating. So, alright, let's see where we are. Oh yeah, we are right here near where it is. That's nice. Very nice. The Heidelberg is right over this way. So we're going to come over here near the Heidelberg. And we're going to start a salvage operation. I think there is a good place to land right near it. Hopefully. Like right about here within... I could do it over on the other side too. But like right about here. Close. I'm trying to be within 100 meters. So I can salvage it directly to the Super Mariner. Okay, let's just, and we'll just do like that. Flight systems off, gravity off. Okay, we should be able to lower this. Haha, perfect. Now, we do have a core on here. So we should... I had all of these showing in the last... Like when we were over here last. We already grabbed all of the stuff from these. I just want to make sure that we grab all of these. And it seems that the thruster markers do disappear when you... what do you call it? Log out, log back in. So we should be good with that. I have one reload with this. We don't want to retrieve the full blocks. We just want the parts, because parts are the big thing when it comes to salvaging these. So I'm going to also salvage all the cargo boxes and stuff that I can. And a lot of the metal as well. The oxygen tanks, just everything I can possibly salvage, I will. That's sand. I already got everything out of those, all the oxygen. Let's salvage this. Let's throw this up and salvage this. Okay, salvage the doors, the lights, just everything. Okay, let's grab that. That. Bridge. Over there is something from a different mission from one of the, what do you call it, missions? Okay, now these we are going to grab the full grow plots, because when we end up making a garden, we're going to want these grow plots. But what I was talking about just now is right here. You can see this is a, you can interact with it, but not anymore. Okay. Let's see. All right, now we have some more thrusters on the other side. Ooh, landing gear. What's this? That's an oxygen station and an armor locker. Okay. I believe that's everything in that there, apart from, you can see up at the top, a couple of thrusters that we need to deal with. There we go. Got some good stuff from those. This is all just steel stuff. All right, over this way, we've got a door. I think under here somewhere, yeah, there's a cargo box. And then we've got this cargo box over here. All right, we have thrusters over here. Very nice, very nice. There's a thruster here. And then, let's see, there's a thruster here. Okay. I already got that thruster, I think, maybe? Yeah, that thruster, I'm pretty sure I just grabbed already. So I think that's everything thruster-wise. Let's see. Yep. Nope, we got two more. Over here on the side. Very nice. Fuel tanks. Let's grab that. Gotta salvage everything I can. Okay. Get back up in here. Okay, let's see now what devices are worth salvaging. We've got the doors. We've got equipment. We've got cargo boxes. The flares, I'm not going to worry about. Food processor. Fridge. Throwing light. Definitely want these hangar doors. The hangar doors, there's this actually a hangar door? No, this is not an actual hangar door. Let's see. We want the shutter doors. All right, they're not really hangar doors, they're shutter doors. Lights, oxygen tank, ventilators, passenger seats, landing gear, and we're not going to worry too much about the sensors. All right, so starting from this side, we've got automatic doors here and here. Oh, and these elevators are a good source of electronics. We'll grab those. Okay. Then on the top here, we've got landing gears. Like so. And for anyone who is curious, this vessel as a full intact vessel is a UCH Pelican, which if you go to the stock blueprints, you can actually find the UCH Pelican right here, and that's what it looks like completely intact. And that's the type of vessel that the Heidelberg is. All right, so we've got all those. We've got a couple of things over here. Doors. Box. That. Okay, there's another door there. Okay, I think that's everything on those. Maybe that container that's over there. Let's see. We've got a cargo box. There's a ventilator here. Ammo missing. Well, crap. Okay. Hey, there is a ventilator. Okay. Medic station. I'll just grab the light because it's there. O2 tank. There's that and this. And then where was that? It says there's a passenger seat. Ooh, there is a passenger seat. Okay, let's grab this elevator. Take it completely apart. Okay, we'll just grab the lights and flares as we go by them. They're not that important. Okay. Up here we have doors, ventilator, that thing. And I think, cargo box. And there one more over here that I have not gotten. It says there is, but let's see if that's a buried one over here near our ship. Hey, there is a buried one here. Okay. So there we have the UCH Heidelberg salvaged. Except for the steel plates and maybe a few lights and such. Once I leave, once I log out in the back end, it will, all these things will disappear. I think I ought to go ahead and do that just so that they aren't bothering me on the screen. And they're gone. So let's take one last look in here. Devices. Equipment. We have 2 tables, a food processor, a fridge, another O2 ventilator, and 2 more passenger seats. Okay, so all these are over here, and I'm going to deactivate the signals as I take the things up so that I don't have to log out and then back in again. Okay. Those. What else do I have highlighted? There's a fridge. That's okay. And a ventilator. Let's grab that. All right. Anything else? Nope. I believe we just have sensors, lights, and flares, and the core. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the core, which we threw down over there. Okay, and now we have completely salvaged all the useful things off of the UCH Heidelberg. Everything in here. Oh, those are picked up as full blocks. Well, that's disappointing. Well, I guess not technically really disappointing, but it happens because I forgot to put it back as salvage. So, so in that case, let me do this. I'm going to designate you. You're the tools. I don't need to put the tools in you. You are going to be designated BACV stuff. You You are going to be the tools box. So I can put these in there. You, I can move all the stuff from here into there, and if we ever need it, if not, I can just throw it down and disassemble it. Armor locker. We got some more armor. We got some more multi. Very nice. So for you, I'm going to turn you into that and radiation. There we go. I'm going to need to make another suit of armor that is going to be our combat armor. And oh, I already have more ammunition. Yay, Super Mariner ammo. That's for our cannons. That's for me. Okay. So now, and multi-charges, very nice. I do need to unlock the drill and get some drill charges going. All right. Light armor. Let's go ahead and we will equip this light armor with double armor boosts for combat. Okay. So we've got our EVA and our combat armor. I'm thinking the next thing we're going to want is an environmental armor that has insulation boosts and maybe a radiation protection if we can find another one. But for now, what we have is good enough. So we're just going to do that. And it looks like our usefulness on this planet has been, well, is over. Let's, flight systems. Now, back in our missions, we have the off-world grave, which I think will be activated once we go to the moon. Polaris, we can redo the Privacy Matters thing if we wanted to get more Polaris reputation. Or we can do, you see, uncertain outcomes. I'm not sure how combat-oriented that is. Being that you get a lot of optronic bridges and matrices, it's possible. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Wildlife cam. All right, let's do that. Wonderful performance in your last mission, but we are afraid we need to invest more time in the well-being of the creatures of this planet, especially around ore deposits. Some minerals seem to affect wildlife, and we do not have a prospector. I mean, skilled explorers at hand. Your bearing shows you're a skilled explorer, so we may ask you for this favor. Scout a few ore deposits, only for checking the living conditions of the native animals. Let's go. So, I need to find ore deposits, and I believe I have to find deposits that I have not yet found. And so right now, I guess that means we're looking for iron deposits, which there are 3 out this direction. I did intentionally... Oh, what's that for? Interesting. I did intentionally reduce the ore deposit amounts so that there's not a whole heck of a lot for me. That way it will convince me to continue going from one place to the next to the next. Okay. I don't know why I'm seeing the pirate's hidden station, but okay. So let's come check these resources. One of them is right near the drone base. So we... Oh, I already found 2. I guess that means they don't have to be ones we haven't already discovered. Interesting. But I do want to see what these are. They're obviously iron deposits, so... Alright. I don't know if we have to get near them or just ping them. But I don't want to get too close to the drone base. Iron deposit. Okay. It didn't register as found deposit. Interesting. This is a little wonky, apparently. Maybe I have to find... two. I guess we'll go back to this last one. That'll be the last one on the planet. Nope, I already discovered it. So, I don't know. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I have to go to the moon to find a new deposit? Let's see what it says. Oh, I could just ping the third one, I guess. But I don't want to... to cheat that, so let's just see if getting close to the deposit will work. Or maybe I have to actually find a new one in space. I guess let's head to the moon and see if we can find a deposit on the moon.